Welcome to the Retro Union Collectors channel, and today we are taking a look at the transformation on the Transformers Studio Series SS8609 Wreck-Gar. Very awesome figure. If you want to see my review on him, be sure to check it out right up here. So we can start by taking his accessories off. He has this little buzzsaw and his two wheels. Get that out of there. Then we can go ahead and fold his hands all the way back into these cavities here. Like that. And then we can fold his feet back as well. Now we can kind of separate the torso right here from these pegs. They just peg into right there. Kind of put his arms up and get him out of the way for now. You can then kind of extend this whole piece here. It tabs in back here, so you just kind of pull that up and out. And there are two joints here, right here and right here. Then you can take this whole section and just pull it back until it lines up here. And then you can take this section and pull it up just slightly. I like to aim these up in vehicle mode. And you can kind of tip his head back as well. Now, this part was kind of tricky the first time I did it. It was really like stuck in there for some reason, but now I've gotten it. You can kind of just push his arms back. I like to pull up the little windshield and then just grab down at the bottom here and just pull it up. And like I said, the first time I did that, this whole front section was like lodged into here super tight. Then you can extend this whole piece. You can then, at this joint here, you can kind of rock that back. Then you want to get this gray section down here up and into there. And while you're doing that, you want to get his head up into here and then bring this whole piece forward a little bit. And what that'll do is that'll put, like, the back of his head has these little gauges that line up right there. Then you can take his arms and bring them back in. And then you want to spin them so the spike is pointing out. Like this. Then you can take the thinner of the two wheels, this one here, and they just go into these holes. I like to put one on, and then you want to get this little red tab into that slot right there. Like so. If I can get that. There we go. Just like that. And then peg it in on the other side, and that'll line up these, and then you just smush them together. And that'll hold on the front tire. And the legs are super simple. You just want to straighten this all out. You want to bend his legs forward until they kind of click. And then you can take the bigger tire, and again, it just goes into this circle. Just put that one into there. Like that. And then these little brown tabs here will go into this little slot on the end of his toes. Just like that. And then you can kind of straighten his leg a little bit and get that side into that hole. And then it'll just swing up perfectly in line. Just plug that in right there. And there you are in his very cool looking motorcycle mode. Some cool things I can do in motorcycle mode is he has these little kickstands here that are very difficult for me to get out because I don't have fingernails. Yeah, simple that time. Set him down. You can take his little buzzsaw thing, and this post here will just go into this bottom hole right here for storage. Pretty cool looking. Now to get him back into robot mode, you just take that off. It's almost a little bit simpler going back to robot mode. Let's start with the legs. So just unpeg the legs and fold his little kickstands in. Like so. And then just separate the legs and get the little tire off. And then fold his feet out. And the legs are done. That's literally all you do to the legs. Then I like to fold at this joint here. Just bring that up for now. Then up here, kind of pop one arm out, get it out of the way. unpeg the wheel, and you can just go ahead and put it on the spike if you want to. It just does the exact same thing. It just goes around that hole there. And then pop this side out, kind of swing these out and out of the way. You can then pull this whole section with its head out. That'll kind of hinge at this joint. Then you can bend a little bit at this joint and bring this section up. And then this tab here will go into that brown slot down there and hold fairly secure in there. You can then hinge this whole section back and down, and then pop the red part down to make his chest, look his head up. And then, so pop this back, and then push in the windshield, and push in the whole front of the bike, and then spin the handlebars back and out of the way. Then you take these gray pieces and just kind of pull them forward. They'll kind of stop, they'll kind of be blocked by this whole section, but you want these two pegs here, or little tabs here, to go into these slots right here. And once you've done it a few times, it all kind of, it's pretty simple actually. Get that back section to go up, there we go. They just tab in right there. You can then rotate his arms, bring them forward. And then there's this little nub here to grip to get his hands out. Little nub, there we go. And then you can take his wheel, put it on there, then take his little buzzsaw sword axe thing, put it right there, and you are done. So like I said, fairly simple transformation on this guy, but it does the job, and it does the job good. If that guide helped you out at all, let me know down in the comments with a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and have a good night.